Okay, let's go. Okay, so the buttons should only be highlighted one at a time. So this is done. I'll check for list of all items, it's drawing the UI screen, and then select. This is where we need some action now. I guess. I wonder if it's possible to control the look of the buttons with code. We'll see here. Let's say we put in 2 item cards here. Yeah, and then when we play this, oh, I don't need to set them there. They're there by themselves. Okay, because that's the code. Right. Hello, speed boost. Yes. Round 2. Begin. How are you? Yeah. Nice, nice. I'm doing good. Doing good. How's it going? You were thinking about what to pick. Was it you? What to pick for majors? And you were thinking about like French or something. Or am I mixing you up with someone else? That's you. Okay. How is that going? Have you come any closer to making a decision? You're doing it next year. Okay. Got it. Well, then you have more time to think. need to be able, like I need to figure out how to change the look of this. Based on code. Yes. Switch.
Oh, I'm so blurry. Hi, my name's Rebecca. Today, you're gonna do this by going to your creator dashboard, ads manager, there it is, add, on save, don't forget to save, custom browser docs, and you see that I have it right here already. You're gonna create a new one in the blank space, paste your link, and then click apply, and you should have a new browser doc so you yourself can see the ads. That's neat. So this is just your internal ad manager. It is not your ad like dashboard where you can edit things. Don't click edit from within here. It'll mess up the doc itself. In order to get it on your overlay, you're gonna make a browser source. We're gonna do a new one. Browser source, boop, div in the scene, they're going live. That's what it looks like when you're not live. When you are live, these buttons will light up and this will change and often disappear. What you're gonna do, hold Alt, grab this, drag it up, and then drag it in like this. I have it cropped to the ad warning. And when the chroma key is not active, you can see everything, but when the chroma key is on, it disappears, except for the bright colors that you can see over here. Here's an example of what it looks like on my stream. For the first 10 seconds, you can't see it. I have auto ads that start, and then it pops up because the yellow is not chroma keyed out. The rest of it is transparent. Incorporate your breaks. Bye!
That's a smart way. Yeah, I was thinking I want to have this kind of an ad warning, or like that, so I can kind of take a break whenever the ads are coming.
Here's a simple ad countdown widget that lets all of your viewers know when the next mid-roll ad is gonna happen. So Twitch already has a timer in your dashboard that tells you when the next ad's gonna happen. Added a new see right go, you got font size and add a timer and all your killing.
I wonder if Stream Elements has something like that. Oh, you're not getting any ads. Do you have Nitro, perhaps? Okay, nice. Nice for you. Alert box. Edit. Chat alert for ad break. Because what I want is to be able to like, okay, now ads are coming. Let's pause, kind of a thing. So nobody misses anything. Nutty. Okay, off topic. Scope creep. I'll ignore it for now. Let's go back into the editor. Right, so let's see. I want to be able to control the look of it, so I can select one. Wait, there is button select, right? Maybe this comes for free with button select. Check option button. Oh wait, this has items. Test. Aha, what? No, no. That's not what I need. And not that either. Style. Okay, 1 minute. That's very quick.
I'll be showing you how to make your own custom buttons inside of Godot. I've gone ahead and imported some images that I want to use as custom buttons. You may want to do the same. Start by adding a texture button node to the scene. Once you've done that, select the node and head on over to the texture tab inside of the inspector. Here you will see 6 options. This is where you'll put the custom textures that you want to use. The first option is where you should put the texture of what you want your button to look like normally.
Yeah, maybe that's what I have to do.
All right, this is how you make a custom button in Godot in less than 3 minutes. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to have is we already have our custom button on the right, and then the button on the left is going to be what we edit. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is, as you can see, I have a default theme, but we're going to make a new one. To do that, we're going to go to our any folder you want, create a new resource, search up theme, and we create a theme. All right, in here, we'll say default 2. And then in default 2, we're going to click it. We're going to go to manage items. We're going to go to import items. We're going to search up button. In here, we see button. We're going to import both with data, and we're just going to import everything. Import selected. And in here, you can see everything we've imported. We can just close it. It says blah, 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 lost anyways. We'll just close anyways. Doesn't matter. And here on the right, and we now have button. So we have styles, fonts, all that stuff. All right. The first thing we're going to do before we start editing anything is we're going to actually drag and drop the default 2 into here. So that way, whenever we change anything in default, it'll change it into the button. All right, next up, just to double check you guys have a GUI. This is going to be the GUI custom buttons I'm going to be using. So I have a bunch of buttons. This is going to be the normal button. This is the pressed button. This is the disabled button. And you can use whatever you want. There's also these guys on the left. But this is the GUI I'm going to use. It's going to be in the description below. Definitely check that out. All right, back to default 2. We're going to go to normal. We're going to create a new style box texture. We're going to drag and drop the GUI into, we're going to click it, open, and I'm going to drag it into the texture that allows us to open it. Next up, we're going to subregion. Now, it used to have it on the bottom in Godot 3, but now
Let's add a button again. Create a new theme. Add. How do I add? Try to do what he did. Boom, boom. Import selected. Close. Okay. Okay, now we have a lot of stuff here. Oh, so these are the things. Yes. Focus, hover, normal, pressed. Yeah, nice. What is focus? Is that? In this case, it's just let's try something just to. Awesome. It's really nice. This is actually it. Okay, I think so. So focus doesn't seem to be here. Toggle mode. Where is it? Items, theme. Save as. Item card, theme. Save. Okay, pressed. Could be greenish. Nice, okay. And then only one of them should be pressed at a time. So I think I need to code somehow like a button manager here. Very nice, yeah. Very nice indeed. Probably want the default to just be transparent, by the way. I mean, this is super temporary. It's just a prototype, so maybe I shouldn't put too much time on it, but normal, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, nice. So now even hover, let's remove hover. I don't want there to be a hover thing. Or maybe. Yeah, maybe hover is actually good. Cool. Just gonna push this. I'm super excited now. Git not all, git commit, not push. Git, let's see here. Starting to modify build menu buttons. No, it's in the same project. But I realized something I found out like last week, or maybe it was even this week, is that it's possible to just play a specific scene. So that way I can just focus on this stuff separately. So like just running this scene, I just see the card. Just running this scene, I just see the builder UI and so on. So that's a really neat thing. So we need some kind of button manager. From here, we know what to show, right? This is the item table. Let's create an array for the buttons. How would I do this? So I think the easiest way we don't have to keep track would be to just, whenever we select one, we clear everything else and select current. Clear all selections. And then select current item. But we have it in the item table. No, we don't. I want the new cards. Okay. On ready var card array equals just an empty array, and then we do, so we can just loop through all of them. Card array dot append new card. And then we have a function up here called clear all selections for card in array card dot, let's see here, get node button dot Is there any... I think there is... In button, there is something like disabled or pressed. Yeah, there is pressed. So yeah, I can do pressed equals false. Button pressed. Dot button pressed equals false. So then we can try to do button. I guess it's button up. You need to know the button's pressed state. Let's do button up. Ah. Wait. Connect. Target method not found. Oh, can I just do func button up? Print button up. No. Oh, I get it now. The button didn't even have code, but the item card does. Of course. So then we can do... we then need to find the builder UI code. So builder UI equals get parent dot get parent builder UI dot clear all selections, and then after clear all selections we set get node button dot press equals true. So that way we have only one that is set. Let's try it. Does it work with one? Oh. Of course, yeah, this cannot run by itself anymore. So we can do this just for debugging purposes. If builder UI oh, it toggles it, right? Like it always. But I guess that's actually good. That's probably what we want. Anyway. Okay. Nice. Mhm. Add commit. Only one button selection now. There is a point, though, in Builder knowing which one is the currently selected one, because that's gonna tell our like Builder component what to put out in the world. So we probably want onReady var current selection equals, and this is gonna be a whatever, I don't know what type it is, scene or something. Set current selection. Selection, new selection, and then from the card we can do that to UI.set current selection get node. No, not button. We just take this this card for now. Self. Node button dot button. No, new selection. Hello, Arch. So the building blocks won't be directly interactable items, rather an item for a building inventory. Yeah, that's what how I'm seeing it. So it's gonna look something like this. You're opening this up in the game and you can kind of select different items. Button pressed equals true. I mean, it could always change in the future, but I think for now I need to, you know, try to keep it quite limited in scope. This can be removed. Probably want to add information about the item to the card so that whenever we have it selected here, we can actually use that when we want to build. let's call set item metadata item table item ID. And so on the card. Set item metadata, or is it card? Item. Ready bar item metadata is nothing. And then item metadata equals metadata. Return item metadata. So let's try to print the metadata when we are pressing on. Print new selection dot get metadata. Get item metadata. Yeah, wooden wall, standing torch. Yeah, okay, so now that they contain that information. Perfect. All right, so going back to the diagram, clear the selection, selecting the current item. We need to check if we have enough mats in the inventory. And then also update the player's builder thing. Be right back. Just gonna get some Pepsi Max. Cheers. Happy Saturday, everyone. Only one at a time. Yes. Good. only, this is going to be difficult, only allow highlighting in the build menu if the mats are in the inventory. So we need to check here first if does afford, excuse me, does afford item. Then we do all of this. Then func does afford item. One sec. All right, does afford item. Let me see here. What did we have in the inventory? I think there are some, yeah, attempt to pick up. Yeah, attempt to use. So we can do check if contains mats. If var count in, and then it's item by item. Count in inventory. Okay, check if contains mats. Then we're gonna have to go up to a player and then down in the inventory. Get node, get parent. Get parent and then get node. No, it's a variable, inventory, I think. Yeah, inventory. Dot. Check if contains mats. Mats. And then we send it in one by one, because this just checks one type. So it's going to be for item in mat in item data. No, let's just do in item dot cost. And here we do new selection dot get item data. So in this case, it's going to go and check. It's going to get this thing here, send it into this function. It's going to take the item dot cost. Wait, math in no, this doesn't work because this is a yeah, it's just gonna come in as wood for is it? This is gonna give me wood, but I want yeah, not wood in the way you all are thinking right now. I need to recreate this type count. Or current mat cost equals type. That's the mat value. And then cost is going to be item.cost mat. And now it's in the right format. So now we can send it in here. Cool. So then we just do, let's see here, we need to do it for each and every one. Hello Jet, how are you doing, man? Replace your glitching SSD. Nice, must be quite annoying to have a glitching hard drive. Do you feel a good difference? Does it feel more reliable? I guess we can do if false, no, if this is false, then we return false. If this goes through without ever being false for all of the maths in the costs, we just return true. We do afford it. Okay, let's check how this plays out. All started to freeze time to time for 15 to 60 seconds a month ago. Wow. What happened? How was the user experience then? So I guess the computer doesn't die, right? Since you have everything or like a lot of stuff in memory. Or does it die when that happens? Right, so if I do B now, wait, can't even see the mouse anymore. Oh, it's the other way around here. Okay, so going back to Builder UI, and then let's open it up again. That happened because the mouse is toggled like this. count. Okay, let's see how this is executed. This tool is so good. Item card. Function builder, set current selection self. If does afford item. Yeah. If not, get parent inventory, check if contains mats. So we can even see here, like, what does item look like when this function is called? Check if contains mats. Wood. 2. This is good. This should work. Oh, I called it cost. It should be count. This is the problem with hard coding. Like this, instead of using classes. Let's try again. So it is not selecting. But what happens if I go and get some wood here? Now we have... Wait, the inventory didn't get updated. It does work now. It does select them. So that's good. Okay. I'm assuming kind of that this works. And then... So there is a bug now that needs to be fixed. And that was inventory not showing correct numbers anymore. Why is it not doing that? It's just freezing, and usually only partially. It's quite interesting that part of application may work normally and another completely paused. Disk load 100%, but data transfer 0. Wow. Well, congrats on the upgrade then. Must be a big improvement. Try again. Not opening the build UI, just gonna see if that is what's messing up the inventory. Attempt to use. I mean, I didn't change anything here, right? So why did it stop working all of a sudden? Inventory data. This printer print picked up count to move of something. What do we have here? Characters, player. Yeah, we have the inventory. Okay, there it works. Why did it work now? When I'm opening it from there. Not when I... What? Opening a different inventory, I think. What? Something to pick up. Item. And let's check what it's doing in the player. Yeah, we're loading an inventory. That's the one. That should work. And what does the code say here about visible, not visible? Yeah. Okay, let's test this. Print inventory instantiated. How many of these do we get? 1, 2. Okay. Why? Oh, it's there. Delete it. There we go. This should work. That was so confusing. Any stones? Any stones? There we go. String and dictionary. Ah, okay. Does something there. That's good. I think it's gonna work now, so we can remove them. So in the build menu, can't select anything because we don't have the mats. Once we do collect stuff, now we have 3 wood, and now we have 4. So now we can select both of them. Oh, but now we... Wait a minute. How much do I have now? 3. Because I built something, I think. So I can't select that one, but I can select this one. Perfect. Make the thing you're building appear in the world. Yes. So instead of tabbing to switch, wherever I put that. Build. Oh yeah. There, this is all of it. Building capability. Is this is placing block? Does this look for how is this changed? What's the keybind for it? Oh, build. I had it. So somewhere in the code there must be here, start build. Okay. Let's go back to the diagram a bit. Yes, this is done. Check if enough mats. Now we want to impact the player's build again. So I think I'm gonna call building capability.start build when I'm gonna do that from the build menu instead. Whenever we select one. And again, this is the player. See how this works. So now, yeah, nothing comes up here, but when I press here, this comes out. How did it deselect? That's what I want, but why did it do it? It's weird. And then in the building capability, This is stuff that's not going to be needed anymore, like toggling through the building blocks with a button. I don't need this here anymore because I'm checking that from the build menu. Placing building block true. Yes. Right, current building block. If there is one, it's going to remove it. Instantiate the new one. Next building block. Let's change this function. So this is going to take an item. The next building block is going to be the item. And here, we can just do building blocks. No, we don't have to go into building blocks. We can go into item.scene.instantiate. I think it's scene. Builder. Where is that table again? Build table, build item table. Scene file. Let's call it just scene. And so from the from the builder UI, we send over our item. New selection, get item data. Just gonna make that into a variable since I'm using it twice, or even 3 times here. All right, let's see how that works. Nice. Torch. Oh, scene on. Right, I didn't update this one. Cool, but that seems to work. Nice. I get so excited over these small things, but it's pretty amazing. So now we can do the torch thing. Closing the build menu. Oh, this is a bug. Whenever I close it, I have to deselect everything. Now there's a wall. Now there's a torch. Thank you, man. Wow. That feels great. What? Oh, I don't afford this anymore. Okay. So make a deselection of everything whenever we toggle the visibility. If not visible, clear all selections. Trying again. Menu, right? And closing the build menu, opening it up again, nothing selected. What? This is not working now. Oh, look at the shadows, by the way. That looks pretty cool. Okay, it's not perfect, but I think it's good enough. Okay, let's add the rest of the building blocks. Then I want to add some nice things like the player shouldn't attack when clicking in the menu and stuff. Yeah, yeah, small details like the shadows, they make the world feel more alive. For sure. Good. Different things like design to yeah, I'll then remove this. We don't need a current building block index. This is so ugly code, but it worked. It was fit for purpose. So yeah, let's just add all of them here. This is probably gonna live in a database or something at some point. It's like as soon as it's more than like 10 items, it's gonna become a nightmare to maintain it like this. Or maybe even now. wooden roof. Roof builder texture, and then wooden floor. Wooden floor builder. Okay. We just open up. I wonder if this even works now, because there's a... Okay, yeah, it does. We don't have the mouse available now, though. But this works. Wooden wall, standing torch, wooden roof, wooden floor. Just need to paint more icons. Paintbrush. All right, let's paint a roof. How do I even paint a roof? Don't laugh, please. It's just a placeholder. It's just a prototype. Wooden roof builder. What did I call them? Texture, yeah. And then wooden floor. This is a foot. And this is the floor. It's artsy. Look at it. So beautiful. It's like Picasso style. Then floor builder texture. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we now have everything in our menu. The wall, the torch, the wooden roof, and the wooden floor. Awesome. So, what's next? Well, I don't think it's very user-friendly right now, because let's say you take this, but like you can't really look around unless you pull the mouse outside of the window. It's like it's not great. So I have to fix that somehow. Did I put floor here? Yeah, I did, I think. Yeah, there's a piece of floor up there. So that's another thing. When I'm clicking in the menu, I shouldn't build stuff. Don't build stuff when clicking in the menu. I think all these three are quite related in the way they are solved. 138 items done. Feels good, man. Feels good. Okay, let's start with the attack and building while like being in the menu. How do I fix that? This is where it happens. This is where it looks for the swing, like click, mouse click, and it places the building block. Elif build. This is going to get rid of the swing at least. If we check for build menu dot visible pass, but then we're not gonna swing or yeah, we're not gonna swing when we're in the menu. I wonder if this is applied now. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Look at these monsters. What are they doing? What are they up to? Oh no. It's trying to get here. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Scary, scary, scary. Alright, so first bug fixed. Second one is going to be trickier. Because I want to be able to build while having the build menu open, but not when the mouse is on the build menu. Can I have that as a signal or something? Perhaps. Be right back. Yo, yo, yo. I'm back in the house. Back in the house. All right. Yes, this is what we were doing. Don't build stuff when in the menu. I guess we can even do it on the card level. Thank you, Speed Boost Boy. It's so nice to have you here in the chat. Mouse entered. Perhaps this is... Can I do that over the whole... No, maybe just over the cards. Let's try that. Mouse entered. Oops, on mouse entered, and then we want also a on mouse exited. And then I think in the builder UI, we could have a flag. That keeps track of this. Mouse over menu. Tool. Mouse over menu. Yeah, right. Get rent. Get rent. I believe right. 2 steps up. Yeah. Okay, I'm reaching the builder UI more than once here, so let's just do this up here instead. Ready? Oh, there. If builder UI, this makes it possible for us to debug it when the builder UI is not loaded. Mouse over menu equals true. If builder UI, all right, builder UI dot mouse over menu equals false. We should probably give it a start value. No, we don't have to, because this, if this is null, it's just going to evaluate to false anyway. So here I'll add swing. We need to press swing when we are in the build menu. Wait a minute, if build menu is... Okay, build and build menu dot mouse over menu. And not mouse over menu. That's when we place building block. Otherwise we do not. All right, let's see how this goes. Right, this needs to be toggled. Now if I press here, does it build? Wait a minute, how much do I have in the inventory? 4. Press here, and then I press here again. And again. Still 4. Nice. But can I build while I'm here? I can. Should probably just keep, like get a new one after I build, if I afford it. Okay. One thing at a time. Don't build stuff when clicking in the menu. Done. Awesome. Oh, it's an ad break. By the way, I reduced the frame rate of the stream from 60 FPS to 30 FPS. Do you notice any difference? Because I noticed that my Mac computer couldn't really handle 60 FPS. It started lagging. I don't even know. You didn't even notice. Okay, nice. I don't even know how I want the build menu to behave when looking around. I need to know that before I start building it. But this is kind of done now. Build UI, check for unlocked items. Still, there's no concept of unlocked items, but I think for version 1, we don't need that. List of all items, draw the UI screen, select current item, check if enough mats in inventory, and then if it is, players builder. So it's kind of done now. Nice. That went fast. I'll put this in the backlog, make it possible to look around while having the build menu open. I mean, you can work around it currently. I'm just going to hide my screen a little bit. So building GUI. It's added. Let's call it done for now. Done. Done. Oops. Done. Done. Oh yes, crafting. That's gonna be fun. Maybe that's what's up next now. There are obviously some performance things, but that's boring. And I think probably a playtest is possible, even though the performance is bad. I want to get a prototype out as soon as possible. So yes, let's add a crafting system. Oh, not a new window. File, yeah, save it. New. Oh, crafting system. What? Where is the menu? Oh, what's up with this? Okay, I'll just use this one instead. In the same one. So, crafting. It's gonna be I'm gonna need some thinking here before implementing anything. I just recently got glasses. I haven't had glasses before. And man, they need to be cleaned all the time. It's like multiple times per day. There we go. Yeah, they are. Do you also have glasses? Okay, right. Now I can update the current focus. Now it's not building a build menu anymore. Now it's building a crafting system. What happened? My OBS. Do you still see me? I think my OBS lagged out. You see me? Okay. That's weird. I can't open it. Okay, whatever. The important thing is that you see me. That we are still having a connection. Building system. All right, that text got messed up. This is the kind of stuff that can easily distract me. Right, handheld torch is another one. Light. Yields light where the player is. And it would make sense, right? If you could have like a torch in one hand and then like a sword or a axe or like a spear in the other. Crafting a crafting system. Cooking a cooking system. Yeah. True. Crafting a crafting system for the crafting game. That is inspired by Minecraft. Oh, I had to think long for that last one. Handheld torch. Let's say this just costs 2 wood. So something we need then, I haven't thought about it before, but it's actually player equip items. Perhaps initially we could have like an... Now when I've started building UIs, I can't stop it. I like, maybe we should have a character equipment UI as well. I'm gonna create so many UIs now, but it's fun. But there should probably be one, like at least for the weapons to start with. Only weapons initially. Like main hand and offhand. Offhand. Yeah. Offhand and main hand. Oh. Okay. OBS. What? I don't get it. I can do show all windows. Unfortunately, you don't see what I'm doing now, but I can do show all windows. Then I actually see it in front of me now. But when I click it, I can't really interact with it. Look, this is... Oh, you don't see that. It's like lagging out. whatever. Okay, I'll fix that later. But yeah, so the player equip items, main hand, off. And so we have a crafting UI and then a this computer is giving up now. 4 hours of coding in a day. And it's saying, stop. Let me be. Seriously? Okay. Main hand, off hand. So there are a few ways to do crafting, right? Either like the Minecraft way, where you just put stuff. I haven't played Minecraft much, but if I recall correctly from what I've seen other people do, it's like you have like a, I don't know if it's 3x3 or something, but it's like an interface, and then depending on how you put the mats, like the shape of it, it could become a pickaxe, it could become an axe or whatever. That's one way of doing it. Another way is just having a list of recipes, more like in World of Warcraft or Valheim, where you just have a list. You can select the thing you want to craft and press craft. One good thing about the okay, let's say grid versus list. One good thing about the grid option is that it encourages exploration, like trying out stuff. And there could even be a cost to trying out stuff. Let's say you're trying a new recipe, or like you're trying to see, okay, what about if I do this pattern? And then you try to craft. If there isn't any recipe that looks like that, you will still craft, but the thing you crafted is just like junk. So you wasted all your materials. It's very punishing for the player though, if we're also going to have tempering of materials. Decisions. What do you guys think? Doesn't sound very encouraging. Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. I wish you could see what's going on here in OBS, but it's like just spamming the edit button, edit menu on the Mac. Yes, Mac spamming edit menu. Nothing but pain. Sorry, I'm getting distracted again. So yeah, maybe a list of recipes is the way to go. And in the end, maybe like a combination of both. Like once you found a recipe, you always have it, and you can select it from a list, perhaps. Or you find new recipes through skilling up. Like the more you craft, then you have like a chance to learn a new recipe. Or whenever you have all the required materials to build something, you learn that recipe. But I like the idea of learning the recipes as you go from skilling up, because then you might find a recipe that's like, oh, you need this kind of metal for it. And you're like, wow, this metal, I wonder where I get that metal. And then you go look for it so that you can build that thing. Rather than the other way around when, okay, now I got the metal, I got everything. Oh, now I learned this recipe, now I can build it. Might be more interesting to unlock, but that's going to be for version 2 or a future version. Unlock recipes by skilling. Equipment UI. Can start with the crafting UI. What about P1, recipe 2? So you have a small list at the bottom, and then you have a screen up here with like item info. That could be exactly the same as here actually. So we do, oops, this. That's the current selection. And then below it, you have a list of recipes. And so you would kind of pick recipe 1 and then, oops. Recipe number 1. Yes, I think this is good. And for the equipment UI, this is going fast now. I've added both the inventory and the build menu in like 2 days. I can keep this speed up. The playtest should be ready pretty soon. And I think for, oops, equipment, and here you would just have 2 squares. With main hand and off hand. Kind of. What do you think? Add water. That's so naive. That's gonna be like version 3 or something. Just looking through my backlog a bit here. Show damage numbers over things when damage is dealt. I think that's gonna be nice. But I don't need it for the prototype, probably. Corsair aim for the player. Maybe. Yeah, ability to deconstruct to get mats back. Yes. Illegal building positions. There's a lot. Inventory UI. It's done. Add a tooltip when aiming at something, like tree, log, wood. Terraforming. It's not there anymore. Level of detail variability. Okay, this is some really ambitious stuff. Surface must be flat to build on it. Oh yeah, terraforming allows digging tunnels, look into marching cubes. Yes, this is paused. Not doing that anymore. Let's add this out here in the ambitious pile. Add stones. That is done. This one we can remove. Capability to build a simple structure like a den of branches. I don't think that's needed anymore. Separate out height map generator and world generator. Height map generator could be a component that creates a height map that is then used by a world generator to create the world. Let's remove it. Mega noise layer that zooms. Let's remove it. Trees have a log with random rotation. Let's remove. Break out terrain generation code from the chunk class. I think I have done that. Terraforming for chunks, add animal. Add a very good inventory system where stashes are connected and you can search and sort, etc. That's also the ambitious pile. Inventory. I guess this is like stash, or what is it called? Chest system. Let's add that actually for future versions. Chests, add chest system. This is for terraforming. Debug the world grid values generated. They seem way off. There seems to be an offset to the Y, and more things are not working with the triangles. I don't know what this means anymore, but I don't think it's relevant. Decrease time it takes to generate by at least 10x. I think this is also for the terraforming. Cool. Animals. And then animal. Caves and digging. That's also this one. Okay, let's bring these up because I'm not down here that much. Something like that. Cool. Menu and then add equipment menu. That's gonna be so fun. All right, I think I'm gonna take a break here, and then perhaps continue building tomorrow. Try to add the crafting system, try to get OBS working, so I can have this descriptive text correct. And yeah, try to just get this to be closed within a reasonable scope. Actually, I'm gonna add one more thing for... Oh, don't add scope. Scope creep. This is for future versions. Lore. Add one piece of story background. I want to add some good lore to the game eventually. I think that's going to be really good. It's going to make it more interesting, I think. Hopefully, like, all the pieces eventually can like come together with, you know, the idea of this, that the darkness hurts, and the lore, and the crafting, and the handheld torches. It's possible, I think. It's a fun challenge. And it's really fun to have you guys in the chat. I really appreciate it. All right. I think that's all for this time. Since I don't have OBS here, I'm just going to try to force quit it. Let's see how that goes. Cool. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, both on YouTube and on Twitch. And until next time, bye-bye.